Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Astroneer. Give me a moment. We'll hop right into the game and get things rolling. There we go, pointing again. Alright, so I left off in a bit of a mess. Things were everywhere, scattered all across the ground. I decided to clean up a bit. So I've rearranged things, I've made platforms for everything. I know I said I probably wasn't going to make a platform for every single thing, but I figured, well, since I'm cleaning things up, I might as well do this anyway. So, almost everything has a platform now. Um, this, of course, the large storage um, doesn't have a platform yet. Uh, just because I didn't get around to it. Didn't I felt I didn't need a second one. So what I've done is over here, I made a platform to hold one large storage, and I also found in my research medium storage silos. So these can hold 24 single unit things each, and they fit on a little two-prong thing like that. So I could technically, with a large storage, I could fit them on like this, and then do something like this and like this, and then all my items would be on a single liftable item. So, but for the moment, that's not really. It doesn't look great. So I think I will leave them vertical for now. It makes it a little easier to see what's where, and I can just grab them as I need them. Other than that, I've kind of made a circular installment, so there isn't necessarily an order to where all of this stuff goes. Um, so I may be rearranging them as uh, as I excuse me, as I go. Um, so like the atmospheric condenser may go somewhere else. The chemistry lab might find a better place. Um, all my printers are in one place and facing the correct direction now. And by having everything on a platform, I no longer have to worry about them facing the wrong way. So, at the moment they're all facing outward to a blank spot just in case they need to, in the case of like printers, just in case they need to print something out. And while I said I did clean up the place, there is a bunch of things just lying around over here because in between sessions I was working on the event that has 23 days to go. So um, I did a bit of this. I made a couple of different items, um, understanding how this works a little bit more, and accomplished a few of the early goals that have given me a bunch of stuff that I don't know if I want to use. Now, these rail posts um, are going to be something for use um, on Glacio. At least I think. So, um, I may just have to bring them up there and put them to use up there. A lot of this, though, like all of these, the Resipound, the automatons, the Neothane, this stuff is all for the event, so don't worry about them. Uh, a lot of this other stuff I'm probably going to recycle. And then over here are the rewards I've been getting for completing the exo request stuff. So I've obtained some wind turbines, another solar panel, a medium battery, which I kind of want to place somewhere. Some more gas canisters and resource canisters, another medium solar panel. So I will have plenty of things to attach. Like I have plenty of empty spots here and there. So I will be attaching a lot of this. But let me take a look at this. So this is a battery, stores 512 and produces 5 per second. Whereas these ones store 32 and produce 1. So they are much better. So I'm going to hook that up right now, get it charging, and then I think I will unlock some of these solar panels because we've found a lot of wind turbines, but not so much solar. So I did detach, go. But, you know, maybe I'll just attach all 3 of these just because I probably have the space to do so. So, like, over here, let's just go with another solar panel. This can go right there, still leaving room for me to place things as needed right there. There's a couple of batteries over here. Do I have 2 empty spots on the base? No, just 1. Alright, in that case, let me take this and attach it here. That'll leave room for this to go here. Then over here, we'll attach the last wind turbine. Like so. Alright, so plenty of power. I do have 1 additional tray set over here, just providing a lot of power. So that should be good. A lot of the scrap is just sitting here in a pile. My explosives are mostly all off to the side. I think I do have a few more over here that I need to take care of. So let me go place these away from anything that they might break. Because I'm worried that, you know, I just hover over it and accidentally just hit E to detonate it or something. So I need to be careful with this stuff. Just keep it away from anything breakable. So this is my trade platform. We can trade for a few resources as we need. Also, as you may have noticed when I was at my items over here, I have obtained a lot of scrap. So if I need something that's not readily available, I can trade some scrap in and get what I need without too much of a hassle. I've kind of sorted everything as well. I have a ton of copper or malachite, a few of everything else. Unless I find a need for the copper or the malachite, I might just put it into the research just to get rid of it. But other than that, here's my buggy. Let's grab the tractor. So, like I said, I did a little bit of stuff in between sessions. And I don't want to keep anything hidden from you or anything like that. So, this, what I'm about to go to, is what I was up to um, the last time I logged in. So, if I go right down here, of course, this all seems familiar. Obviously, just slide down this way, come in here. I did do a bit more exploration in here because I wanted to figure out what was going on with the event because, you know, I have a lot of points to get before it runs out, and I wanted to try to get that done as quickly as possible. That being said, I might not get it done knowing what the points are at. So, again, here we are down in here. We head this way, and this was about as far as I had gone before. Because I had the crystals and whatnot that I had found, everything here was as much as I needed at that point. I believe this is what I continued on to. So there's a bit of a hole here. Maybe I had gone down this as well, but I don't think so. So this might have been where I stopped right here. I can't exactly remember, but if not, I'm just kind of showing off what's in here. A few more of the snowmen, a few more dangerous plants. There's a research thing right there I could get, which makes me believe that this is the new part. Also because of the red soil. So, I believe this is where I went down, and I'm just gonna keep sliding down. We'll kind of slow down here. We have another layer that we've gotten to. There's the beginnings of mushrooms in the area. Not sure what they're for, but some more research down there. Every once in a while, a little speckle of dirt or something that I missed. Not going to worry too much about it since it's not in the way. And then from here, like, there's no new resources or anything like that, so I continued down further. I love that you can just slide down wherever you go. And at this point, we've reached the mantle. A lot of new mushrooms. The fact that the ground is now all gray lets you know that everything that's gray is stuff that I've made with this. So when I've flattened out terrain and anything, the soil I use turns gray. So, I do that, and then I flatten it out. That sort of stuff. So this was me breaking into the ceiling of this next zone, and I basically had to create a path all the way over here. So I'm going a little bit slower because it's the brand new area. There are a lot of things on the ground, a lot of giant mushrooms, a lot of other things that look interesting that I haven't touched yet. I did leave a couple of small generators down here because, well, I was doing a couple things in here. So what I was doing is I was grabbing all of these isolated specimens. They are, a bit different. They have like this little pack on them now. So these produce like higher quality things needed for the event. And there are a lot of container debris in here because there were a good half dozen of these containers scattered about, and they were over here. And in them were things like noxothane, laterite, cosmic baubles, things like that. So that's what happened with all of this stuff. Um, there are other things as well, like these mysterious mushrooms, which can be deconstructed as explosives or recycled into scrap. So this might be uh, a good thing to use my explosives on, uh, or at least to try it out, see what they give me. Um, Looks like there's another one of these electrical things over here. So I kind of want to open this up. This one might be blocked, but it just needs to be refilled. Can I pick it up? Or can it be moved? Yes. Okay. These are pretty large, so you might need... Oh, what's this? Research sample. Just 51 bytes. Not great. But there's a lot of ammonium down here as well. Or at least a lot of ammonium right here. So I might be grabbing a bunch of that while I'm down here. We'll see. But let me open up this container over here. And then I'll head back up to the surface because there's a bunch of stuff up there that I want to do as well. So pick these up. The compound was for tethers. I had a full inventory, so I dropped it on the ground there. So, I'm kind of hoping for research material, but the way things have been going, I don't think that's what's going to happen here. I think this is just going to give me more stuff for the event. Alright, so there we go. Once again, get an automaton. A couple of them, in fact. And the container lid has blasted off into space somewhere. But the funny thing is things are only active within a certain distance of you. So, when I start going up this ramp, the lid will reappear again and fall back down. So, if you watch off to the right somewhere, it might be behind the mushroom. But somewhere. Oh, I heard it. I might not have been looking in the right direction. But and so things despawn when they get far enough away and reappear when you get close enough again. Now, something that you may have noticed while coming down this ramp is I've had to angle it like this. So I angled it steeper here. So like if I go running up this, you can see I'm running at a certain pace, but as I get closer to the top of the ramp, I slow down a bit. Like now I'm running a lot slower. It's seeming to be harder to run as I get to the top of the ramp, even though it is still straight. Like there's no curve to the ramp. Then I get to this next one and I speed up again. So what's happening is, as you know, the planet is a sphere. So um, an angle downward at one point isn't the same uh, angle at another point. So, like, um, if we use this hole as an example, so let's say the top of this hole is the planet's surface. So if I dig a hole, if I make a path from the surface into a cave, you know, going straight down would be like this. But over to like here, that straight down would be more of a flat area. So, if I'm coming in at a diagonal, it's a steep incline where it starts. But as I go straight across, I am actually flattening out my angle. So um, it's easier to run on. And then I have to adjust my angle again to go further down, because if I come in at an angle here and go past this middle point, then suddenly I am on an incline again as I approach the other part of the planet. So technically, I could make a tunnel from one part of the planet to the other in a straight line. Um, but if I am wanting to go further into uh, the center of the planet, I have to keep angling further down. Otherwise, I'm going to end up back on the surface again. So it's a little interesting. I like that uh, gravity seems to be a major thing that they focused on for the way things work here. So, and also that is, I believe, one of my goals. One of the missions, I believe, was to reach the center of the planet or something like that. Or no, it was to activate all of the mysterious things, the beacons that go into the sky and whatnot. And as we had seen with the one beacon that I had found, is there are um, 7 beacons on this planet. I activated one. There are 4 total around the equator, one at the North Pole, one at the South Pole, and then one at the center of the planet. So those are things I have to activate to accomplish something. So I'm going to drop some of these things off here. I'll worry about them at some other point. For the moment, they don't really matter. And then these I'll just set up over here for the moment. And as I play for the night, this place is going to get messy. I'll clean it up in between sessions. So don't worry too much about that. I just want to make sure I'm not slowing down or anything like that for what's going on. So, okay, this thing is charged, so we'll probably make some good use of that in a bit. This little guy is still happy as can be. And let's check these. Okay, so this one I was still holding on to because I could get a field shelter and QTRTG on a planet that I might need it. But as I'm finding I usually play is, if I keep something for a later use, I'm just never going to use it. So I'm going to just complete it now, grab the stuff. If I can make use of it here, fine. If not, then that's fine too. So, okay, we obtained a solid fuel thruster, which that's another reason why I wanted to complete it, is I no longer have use for those. I have a hydrazine thruster at this point. So, oh, that's not what I wanted. So we'll grab this RTG, just place it here for the time being. We have a field shelter, which is portable. Okay, so I can bring that with me if I need to. Excellent. I was worried that it was going to be too big. Alright, so this one we finished last time. We placed the peculiar piece on the surface of Glacio. It gave us whatever building it is that needs more power. So we'll go ahead and click that. There's another RTG that I can make use of. What else is here? Cracking caches. So again, this was something we did at the end of last session. I went out and about looking for caches to find exochips and whatnot. Managed to find one, and so now I know what it looks like. It's just kind of a grayish, kind of the gray of the ground here, box, like a suitcase. You break it open, there's stuff inside. You can only break it with dynamite. So, completed that. We'll grab these 3 chips and put them over here on storage so I don't lose them. Because these, among everything else, seem to be a finite resource. So, I have to go out searching for these caches, break them open. There's no, like, soil centrifuge or trade beacon that I can use to get as many as I need. So, I'll have to be careful with spending those. But then again, I don't want to hoard them, because then I'll never use them. Shred, scrap, trade, produce scrap, use a trade platform to obtain resources. Okay, so this is one that I completed in between on accident. I had produced scrap, but I had never used the trade platform itself. So in between, I used the trade platform to get some sort of item, generic resource that I didn't have at the moment. So we'll complete that and get another generator here. Just attach that. And then finally, we'll move on to some of these other ones. So, wind up, we needed 2 wind turbines on the logistics depot on Glacio. In between sessions, I had made 1 trip to Glacio, so the wind turbine that I had with me, I left there. I didn't attach it, but I will when I head back out there. And then I also need to provide an exochip to the logistics depot. So back over here, want to make sure I have one of these on me when I head out there next time. And apologies, I have a bit of the hiccups. We still need to do some of this as well. We need to grab some of those shells and get more of these little critters from different planets. Arm yourself. Again, I might not do automation. It just, I don't know, doesn't seem like something I would enjoy. I like my semi-automation, as you may have noticed from previous games I've played. Uh, Lithium. Now this is one that, since it's only worth 1,000 bytes, there's no big important reward attached to this. Instead of uh, getting lithium from Visanya or Novus, I am in fact just going to use the trade platform. So, the top thing I believe here was lithium. Requires 4 scrap. Well, 4 scrap for 1 lithium. And I need 3 lithium to complete this? Yeah. How much scrap do I have? There's 4, 8, 12. I might only have a little over 12 scrap as it is. Maybe I will travel to one of those other planets and get lithium. Sorry, I'm not used to my base setup yet. I'm wandering around, wondering where I'm going. So I might have to go to Visanya or Novus for this stuff. Forward progress. Place a shelter on another planet. Place a landing pad on another planet. And then I'll get a buggy, a rover seat, and extra bytes. Well, I do have a shelter here. I'd have to figure out how to get a landing pad. This one is one that's gonna take a while. Refine a nanocarbon alloy. For that to happen, I'd need to take a atmospheric condenser to another planet. And provide 20 units per second of power to keep it going at full speed. For the type of in order to make nanocarbon alloy, I need some sort of gas from another planet. I don't know off the top of my head which one though. Unlocked potential is 1 in progress. It's based on the schematics I know. Core concept, activate a planet's core. So yeah, we have to find a planet core and figure out how to turn it on. Echoes of the past. Unlock and print a probe scanner. Get some jets as a reward for that. I might do that just because I have a little bit of research points stocked up. I didn't really do too much research. I didn't want to get too far ahead or anything like that. Prototype recovery. So we have gotten an exo chip, but we're supposed to find vehicle data on the Solo, and we're supposed to blow it up. And again, I believe that's what we are supposed to do with this one on Visanya. So we have several planets that we need to go back to. It looks like the Solo, we have to go to Visanya for several things, and the Glacio has a couple things for us to do as well. So it sounds like if I go somewhere, I need to have some explosives with me. And then what else do I want to bring? Like, we have all these canisters that I'm not using quite yet. Although, maybe that's what I should do over here. So, we currently have nitrogen there. If I find a gas canister, resource, medium gas canister. So if I put that there, this will have to... So open that up. that can go like that. And then nitrogen is what I was holding nitrogen. Yeah. So if I start this up, is this going to automatically fill up the medium canister? Okay. So it does make a small canister first. I kind of want to watch this to make sure that it does it properly. Otherwise, I'm going to leave, and this will fill up and it'll stop. Which, is okay if that's how it does it. But I'd like to leave this going so it fills up this entire container, and then I can come back to a full medium gas canister rather than just a small canister. So if this fills up, transports it over, then I'll be able to let it go. Do that. Okay, it does that, but then it stops. So I'll have to turn that on and let it go. Okay. Now, getting ready to go back to Glacio, I think. Or no. Yes, Glacio. I have a wind turbine there already. I have a couple of other things that I had to leave there to make room for stuff. As far as items on me, I think I'm okay with what I have. I don't want to take too much because I would like to bring more stuff back with me. As far as resources here, I don't think any of these are needed. I was making titanium alloy for something specific last time, but I don't remember what. Oh wait, I know what it was. It was for a large ship, wasn't it? Is that the wrong one? No? I don't know where my ships are. Yes, it's not that, not that. These are platforms. There they are. I was looking at this because this requires titanium alloy, ceramic, and 2 exo chips. I do have a lot of chips at this point. I have 5 spare. So I think I'm gonna buy the large shuttle and craft it. So, pick up these. Do we have any clay? Not at the moment. So, let me go over this way. There is a bit of a deposit of clay that I know of. We'll grab a bit of that and get some ceramic made from that, and we'll build ourselves a larger spaceship. So, alright, I do have the generator on the front of this, so I'm not going to run out of energy. That has happened a time or two. I'm just driving around, and I'd forgotten that I'd removed it, and suddenly I'm out of energy in the middle of nowhere. And I have to walk back to get a power source of some sort. So, here we are. Here's a bunch of clay. And we'll just grab 2 of it. Should be enough. 1 for crafting, 1 for a spare. And then we'll get to building this large spaceship. See what that does for us. Not sure what I'm going to do with the old spaceships. I think they're just going to have to sit around and collect dust, because I don't think that there's a shredder large enough to salvage them into anything else. I could be wrong, but, you know. Oh, another thing I wanted to touch on is apparently in the last week, something new was added to the game. So, right over here, you can see there's like a bit of a flower of some sort on this tree. So, this is a plantable tree that you can dig up and get seeds from and bring it back to the base and grow, or grow wherever you want to. And there is also a new item. Let me see if I can find it here. I think it's this. Yeah, a tapper. So you can attach this to a tree and it will automatically produce resources from the tree. I assume there might be different types of trees, so each tree might produce a different type of resource. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that at some point. It could be that it just produces, organic stuff, which you could then probably turn into coal or charcoal or whatever it is. Carbon, I think is what it's called in this game. And then fuel your base off of like a replenishable source of carbon. So let me move these away from the printer. We're not wanting to print a burrito. We want to print a large shuttle. So 2 chips. We need the alloy and ceramic. So we'll put the clay here to get that started. We'll grab the alloy from up here. Put this back, because I don't need it at the moment. Smelt this up. And we'll get to printing a brand new spaceship, which is hopefully compatible with everything else that I've got on the other ship. So, like the hydrazine thrusters and whatnot. So, there we go, printing that out. Looks like I have to move this out of the way as well. Just fine. Granted, this will probably just be packaged up once it's all crafted and everything. Right, there's a bunch of these rails that I want to take with me. So, I think I'm going to remove this. Make sure there's nothing in there. I'll need to take the oxygenator out as well. And then this will sit over here along with the other shuttle. So just as a bit of a visual thing of how I've progressed with the shuttles. So this one should, by the looks of it, be maybe just a slight bit taller. Or, maybe double its height. I don't know. But these other things, so these rail posts and junctions and whatnot, I'll pack up, take with me. Alright, my inventory's full. That's fine. I don't think I was planning on taking much else with me. Drained almost the entirety of the battery crafting this. Interesting. I guess there was no wind going, so most of my power generation was down. And, you know, it's nighttime, so I suppose the solar panels would be down as well. As soon as this is done being printed, we'll place it and put everything, attach everything in it. I think I like the hydrazine thruster a little bit better. Obviously, it is an upgrade to the solid fuel thruster, which basically every time you use it, it'll make a some garbage that you have to recycle, and can pretty much just be used for one round trip. Whereas this thing, it seems to use like 10% of its fuel per round trip, or something like that. So I can make many more trips in between uses, and it's just a small matter to replace the little canisters in it rather than the thruster itself. So, alright, we're almost done printing. Just a little more to go. That is actually quite a lot larger. So yeah, twice as tall as the medium one, it seems. Alright, it's packaged up. I'm just gonna pack it over here just to have a little bit of a side-by-side view. So there we are. Twice as tall, twice as much storage. I'm kind of curious. Interesting. So this large storage, I had tried attaching to this shuttle and it didn't work. But it seems to work this one. I guess it needs this I beam, or this I or H, however you want to view it, attachment in order to do something like that. If that's the case, I might just attach this. I'm gonna leave all this other stuff behind. Just leave it on the ground because I don't need to take it with me. And I don't really have storage for it at the moment. So if I attach it like that, I am a little curious if it would let me attach one of these as well. And I'm checking like this first before I make another one. Oop. Dropped it. I know it's sticking out like that, but I wonder if I would be able to do something like that. Let me put this back and try to remember what I needed to craft it. Because I'm fully using the two that I have currently. And I think... So what are these called? These are medium storage silo. So maybe printed here somewhere. Large storage, nope. So then from a small printer then? medium storage silo. There we are. 2 titanium. Which is from titanite. Which I only grabbed like 4 of from Glacio the first time. Let me check my trade silo over here somewhere. And part of the problem with having an organized base is that everything is spread out rather than just being in one spot like I was before. So, malachite, wolframite, and tite. I can get titanite. That might be worth it. So, actually, rather than hauling everything around there, let's just do this. Let's put the trade platform over here. We'll attach 4. Yeah, because I dropped 1. That should get me 2 titanite. So we'll send that off. We'll get 2 titanite. We'll smelt it down into titanium. And then we will make another one of these medium storage silos. And then we'll take that, hopefully, to Glacio and be able to bring a bunch of stuff back. But we'll have to see. Another thing I did while I was on Glacio is I did kind of pile together a bunch of research materials that I had just seen lying around. So, when I get back there, I know that there's like 2 or 3 or something, just research materials sitting nearby. So, I'll pick that up when I go there as well. Alright, so we come over here, place this there. I'm having to do this a little slowly because my backpack is full. You know how it goes. Your inventory is never, ever completely empty. Oop, dropped it. Let's try this again. And there we go. Print out one of these. And I need to remember to fully assemble the, oh, right, backpack is full. Need to fully assemble the spaceship. Because right now it's in several pieces. So, there's that. Put the oxygenator in. Attach the thrusters. My inventory is full, but a lot of this stuff I'm taking with me. So we'll just attach it there. There's a couple more pieces over here as well. So there's that. Resource and gas canisters we can leave here. I might take a couple of wind turbines with me, though. Like there's 2 already attached to the station that will be there. But Glacio does work off wind pretty well. So I'll just bring a couple more if I need to. Make some more energy. Maybe I'll be building something else out there as well. You know, as I'm thinking about it, what if I make another atmospheric condenser? Resources. kind of gas is located on Glacio? So argon. Just argon? I guess so. Calendar Novus. Yeah. Now I know I have a little bit of argon that I found there, but that's probably going to be used up fairly quickly. So maybe what I do is I print off, see what I need, I guess, to print another condenser. Just plastic, glass, and iron. I should be able to do that. Sorry for thinking about all this stuff before leaving. I just figure it might be easier to do it now rather than remember or think about it later and try to do it then. Plastic, I think, is organic. And no, it's carbon compound, which is organic. And compound. I don't think we have any compound at the moment, but I believe I have a source to dig it out of right over here. Somewhere. Maybe I've harvested it all already. Oh, there's some. Some down here somewhere. There we are. Oh, I gotta be careful. I'm sliding down. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. This seems to not be working so well. I'm just getting a bunch of organic. Instead, I told you this place was going to be a mess before the day was over. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to use the soil centrifuge and make some compound. Alright, so this is needed here. This is needed on the printer. Right there. This should be just about done. And take one of these over here. Some plastic. And what was the third ingredient for this? Glass. So we need another thing we don't have at the moment. Alright, let me put these things down. I have to pick them back up in a minute. Let's go and get some crystals for glass. Which is over in our cave right back here. Nope. That's what I get for looking at chat. don't distract yourself while driving, folks. It's not a good thing. Alright, so back down here. And I think it was down another level. There we are. Right over here. There we go. 3 of those should be plenty. We only need 1. Put 2 more in storage. Again, I don't want to have too much in storage because it is... At first it was just lying everywhere. Now it's just going to be, taking up storage space. But, I mean, I guess that's what storage is meant for. Maybe once I bring back, like, a large load of titanium, then I'll make a bunch of those storage racks. Although, one of those canisters said it was for resources. So, maybe, like, some of these more common resources I can just have a large storage of. I don't know. But for now, I need glass. So put that there. Put these up here wherever they'll fit. And I'll rearrange it later when I have the chance. Alright. Here's the glass. Attach it here. Hold on. The plastic as well. And we'll make a condenser. Okay. Now I should be able to pick all this stuff up. And this should fit in the ship. It's right up there. Probably not taking up the entire thing, but we'll see. Because I think the smaller attachments can still fit in the larger attachment if need be. Like this. But if we're doing this, then I might need to take this as well. So that should attach there. Gas canister can go there. I don't think I need any of those. That thing is almost full. I was hoping to be out in space while that was going on, but oh well. Alright, I think that's everything I need. So, here we go. Going to another planet. And by another planet, we're going back to Glacio. Wherever it is. Calidor. Atrox. Where is it? Sonia Glacio. It's hiding. Alright, so here we are, back at the planet. Need to find my landing spot. I know it was next to one of those pillars of light. What's this thing? a landing pad, which I didn't see the first time. But I think it was one of these two that I landed at. Oh, here is symbol for something I've probably built, so I guess this is the one that I landed at. Wonder why this is here. Like, okay, there's that. Maybe if I look over that way, I'll be able to see it. Okay, there's a big crater nearby. It's off that direction. Okay, so here we are. Let me have a quick look this way, see what's going on over here. I should have plenty of oxygen, so nothing to worry about as long as I start heading back this way before I get to half oxygen. So there's a bunch of iron over here. That's good. There's the big red crater. And over here... you know what? I'm just going to head back. We'll have a look later. Maybe I'll activate this thing and be able to breathe near it. And then I'll be able to have a little bit farther look. Or maybe I'll bring like a vehicle or something. Or if this really is like a train station with rails and everything, maybe I'll build a railway over to there. Alright, so fill up on oxygen. Do I have any tethers lying around? Doesn't seem like it. So, for the moment, I'm gonna move my shuttle over here. So it's attached to everything. It adds its power generation and its oxygen generation to everything that's going on here. So, I'm gonna leave a bunch of these on the ground. They seem to like to roll around a bit. Alright, now to finish up one of our quests, we needed to attach a second medium wind turbine to the top. And so there we go, completed wind up. Or wind up, as it may be. Nope, that's the wrong thing. We just get bytes, so I can turn that in. We need to provide an exochip to this place. It is still inactive. That's my quest thing. Alright. Exochip. Right there. That gets consumed. And we get more bytes. So, we have a new quest. Back on track. Use data log on logistics depot to quest support. Access the data log attached to logistics depot to quest support for railway creation. And that'll give us 2 bonuses of bytes. Not sure why they're separated, but whatever. Works for me. So use button to request support. Done. Alright, so complete that quest for more bytes. New quest of ingenuity and all aboard. So place a rail engine in logistics depot. Vehicle license for rails authorized. Please drive safely. Then all aboard. Print a rail post bundle. So this, even though I have a bunch of rail posts, this will only be completed when I actually print something. But we might be able to do that with a small printer. I mean, they're only this size, like that. So, you know, I could probably find the resources to make a small printer and print some out. Alright, so, what do we have here? Staying on track. Greetings, Astroneer in training. Exodynamics welcomes you to the exciting world of railway transit. Your friendly railway depot is a one-stop source for transporting goods on behalf of EXO. I'm sure that stands for something, but I don't know what. Attached to this depot is a receptacle for delivering items. You will also find a part dedicated to power supply to ensure the depot runs smoothly. Once activated, this depot will request various items of interest to EXO scientists. Just connect the EXO certified rail line. You'll have a functional railway in minutes. Note: remember, every step on your journey furthers the efforts to improve large-scale planetary transportation, so get out there and get building. Happy rails, Astroneer. Okay, so it sounds like we're building a railway. Depots and you. Greetings, Astroneer in training. Thus far, Exodynamics has established 3 depots on Glacio, Calidor, and Silva. Each planet has unique topography to better assess the effectiveness of planetary railways, as well as valuable resources to collect in a way that's more efficient than Exo's prototype transportation system. I haven't seen any depots on Silva, but then again, Silva is a much larger planet than these other ones. On Glacio, you'll find freight that has been neatly packaged for delivery to the depot. On Calidor, you will find a number of items deep within the caverns that will be invaluable for scientific research. And on Silva, nestled within the mushroom layer, you'll find a rare specimen that requires further study. Okay, so that's probably why I haven't seen it, is because it sounds like it's on the mushroom layer, which I had shown off earlier. I had just recently gotten to. Materials should not prove hazardous if handled correctly. Refer to Part 5 of this manual for safety concerns. So, training safety. Okay. Pile of pylons. Greetings, Astroneer in training. Now that you know about the 3 depots, it's time you learned about the 2 powerful tools that will assist you in your transit journey. Sight pylons and your compass. Previous Astroneers have taken care of some of the more tedious work, allowing you to focus on hauling freight. They've placed sight pylons near areas of interest in all 3 planets. These pylons are your handy hint to stop and say, hey, I think there might be something worth hauling around here. And that's true. I have noticed the pylons, and in case of Glacio, a bunch of boxes and stuff nearby. Wondering why your rail line suddenly stops when attached to a pylon? Don't worry, Astroneer. Sight pylons act as a terminus for your rail line, but they also work well in conjunction with junctions. Just attach a rail junction, and your line can continue in multiple directions. Confused about how to find these pylons? Uh-oh, looks like someone hasn't been making use of their compass. Once you've activated a depot and have been tasked with delivering materials, your compass will tell you exactly where to find these sight pylons. Remember, an Astroneer's best friend is their compass. Happy rails, Astroneer. Okay, hold on. So, I've activated this, and I know there's one right there. But, not really seeing a compass. Maybe I haven't completely activated this thing yet. So, let's keep reading. Have you ever wanted to divert your train to another rail with a simple push of a button? With exodynamics state-of-the-art railway junctions, you can. If you're not satisfied keeping your rail lines on a straight and narrow, just deploy a rail junction and connect additional rail posts to extend your railway in multiple directions. Change which rail line. Okay. And so basically, sorry, it's getting to be a lot of reading. um, so yeah, it seems like just attach a junction to be able to split and do things that you couldn't normally. All right, training safety. You're almost ready to begin your journey as a railway conductor. Before you get started, though, there are some important safety guidelines that must be followed. While they're especially designed to deform surrounding terrain, there are no guarantees this deformation will preserve the internal structure of the landmass. Collapse is possible, but take heart. These rails are sturdier than they look. Second, though the rail engine car is fully programmable, you might notice it having a mind on its own on some occasion. This is natural. Every program needs the chance to assert its independence. We recommend exiting the vehicle immediately if it seems displeased. Third and finally, long-haul transit isn't for everyone. Cannot guarantee the safety of Astroneers undertaking this critical mission, but a second printing should sort out any issues. Second printing? Please note, it may take a second, third, fourth, or even more printings to fulfill depot requests. Just keep at it. Happy trails. Oh, I see. So printing more rail bundles. Right. And then there's a bunch of personal logs. This is Conductor Imalabel, a chief logistics. I'm just tripping over my tongue today. A chief logistics officer for Exodynamics reporting for from Glacio regarding testing of the subterranean rail system. I've encountered noticeable slowdown when the rail system is exposed to suboptimal temperatures. It requires more power to run efficiently, so I've attached a QTRTG in addition to the wind turbines to achieve peak performance. Well, I just happen to have one of those on my backpack, so maybe I'll have to do that. I'm supposed to onboard someone soon, Dr. Stone. No background in engineering or logistics, but he has achieved notoriety in his own field. I'm sure it will be fine. Personal log, Conductor Bell. Okay. So it says I might have to attach one of these. Alright. Attach one of these. And then the mission itself is just to print a rail post bundle. Okay. Now, can I do that from my backpack itself? I don't know if I have the blueprint for it, though. So, let's find out. And I don't know where it would be found, and there's no way to search for it, so I just have to go through each and every one until I find it. So drill mods, fireworks. Now the probe scanner and the analyzer might be some things that I want to do later. Alright, it's not there. So if it's not in that first batch, then I probably can't print it on my own. Sensors, repeaters, extenders. That's all for automation. Oh, there's a normal RTG. And these seem to be too big. Huh. Print a rail post bundle. Is that something I can do here, then? Call nearest car. EXO's latest innovation in transit services, a stellar delivery station, deposit requested transit items via train. Ready to call car. Recall failed. Okay. I'm gonna have to find a way to print a bundle. But I think like these are way too large. But I'm going through them anyway, just in case. I mean, there's a rail car and a rail engine. Extra large shredder. I'll definitely want to make use of that at some point. Sensors I don't need. Or platforms. A rail station. Did I just miss it? Maybe I missed it. It's packager, leveling block, tapper. Filters, tank, oxygenator, canister, beacon, work light, glow stick, floodlight. Not there. Power cells, solar, wind, battery. Bunch of mods for the drill. Bunch of drills. Fireworks, camera, trumpet, figurine, drain analyzer, probe scanner. Just not seeing it. Yeah, it's not here. Unless there's... Nope, there's nothing further up. Okay, you know what? Let me drop a bunch of this stuff off here. And this as well, I think. What is this? Medium storage silo, right. Is there anything I wanted to take back at the moment? Let me head down here. Oh, grab this dynamite. I'll put that somewhere safe. Let me see if I left anything down here. From my first visit. I don't think there is. And there's probably like some titanite down here. I want to just mine up since I'm here. Alright, that should be a decent amount, 4 of them. Gonna head back to the home base and see if I can use one of the printers there to make one of these rail things. Because it might be in that. It might not be something I can do myself, but it might be in the printing stuff. Oh, and since I'm here, There's a bunch of that stuff. So let me drop all this stuff off here. Build this back up here. This we can take back with us as well. And these are the research things I grabbed that I just found lying around. And I think with this storage I can bring all 4 of these back. Yeah, they can attach right there. On the other side as well. Now these, because they're just natural, they're mineral and organic, or whatever, unknown, I guess. They're not going to produce as much research as the previous one that did like 7,000 or whatever it was. So, I'll have to keep that in mind, but it should be, you know, probably a good 8,000 altogether. The rest of this stuff is fine where it is. We'll be landing over there. We come back. And off we go. Alright. Just have to figure out where Silva is. And with the hydrazine thruster, I feel a little safer with accidental clicks. You know, at least until I get low on fuel. But I should always fuel up again before I need to worry about that. Alright, there's my home base landing pad over there. Okay. Now, this printer, let's go up to the top here. What are we wanting to print out? According to the mission. A rail post bundle. So it should be in use somewhere. There it is, rail post bundle. Resin and aluminum, or aluminium. I think we've got that over here. Some resin. We might have some aluminium already. Find. There we are. Alright. So we're going to print out one of those. Completed that. Going to put this titanite back over here. Because I noticed that while I was doing this earlier. Good enough. And can complete the mission. Nope, it's going to give us items, so I'm going to have to move the shuttle and complete the mission here. So just a single junction bundle, which is fine. We can put that on our backpack. Put that back up there. Alright. Research stuff goes over here. I think I can only put 3 of these on at once. Oh no, I can... No, just 3. if I remove this stuff. Unless I remove the other one, I can only put 2. So do this like that. And then there should be another empty one around here somewhere, like there. Okay. Oops. Put these on the backpack. We'll set them up over here on our one that has a bunch of power going, like that. We're good to go. We'll add one more dynamite to the collection until we know exactly what we need them for. And now, I think we head back. See, we were at 80% fuel, now we're at 63%. So we can do another 15 launches. That's another 3 round trips before I'm out of fuel. So, let's head back. Assuming I haven't forgotten anything, which is quite likely. But, you know, we'll deal with that as it happens. Back over here. All right. Wait for our place to come back around. Speed things up so that we get over here a little faster. And it's this one over here. Alright, back down here we are. Once again, let's move this over so it connects. A little closer. It's not connecting for some reason, but oh well. That's fine. Alright, so did we get another quest? Completed that one. No, didn't. Alright. So, let's have a look at these. So, a rail post bundle. To use. Okay. Ah, I see. So I can do that. I kind of broke the ground over here on accident because it automatically deforms near it. That's okay though, everything still seems to be working fine. So what do we do here then? I suppose we need to actually make some cars for it, huh? Unless maybe there's something attached. Oh, that's interesting. I have oxygen attached to this. How far can I go with this? Not very far, it seems. So I just use this again. Okay. Interesting. Is it like too far from both of them? Maybe? Does it still provide oxygen? No. Might be just too far away. So we'll drop another one down. And that seems to have worked. Maybe rotate this a little bit so it's not all curved and everything. Okay, so that allows us to take a rail from there to here. And it said that I need a junction in order to do anything here. And then these can be recycled into scrap. So I'm guessing I'm supposed to use the rail cars. Oh, I just dropped that on my head. I'm supposed to use the rail cars to transport the freight from one to the other. But I kind of want to take one with me manually first just to see what happens. Now try not to drop it on my head again. So can this go like right up here? Maybe it needs to be on a rail car in order to accept it. So, looks like I might to get some rail cars. Which were down here, I think? No, smaller. Rail engine, rail car. Okay, I already have them. So, maybe what I should do is I should bring a printer up here. Build a platform, and a printer and a bunch of other things up here to get things going. I thought it might have provided a rail car or something once I had this. I want to make sure I don't have a rail car among all of this. It's a mess. These are all just bundles. Okay, yeah, those are all just bundles. I'll put this back down as well. Okay, looks like I'm heading back to Silva again, unfortunately. And we'll see about getting this railway set up. Okay, so I need a printer. Oh, here's my home base right here. I was thinking we're gonna have to spin around the planet for a while. But I mean, once I have the cars and stuff there, then I wouldn't need the printer. So there's an engine, there's a car. Resin, aluminum, copper, resin, aluminum. So I should be able to get the aluminum just fine. Resin, 3. Well, I don't know if 1 car is enough. So I think I'm going to make 2 cars, 1 engine. 1 engine should be plenty. So for that, I'm going to need 3 aluminium, 5 resin, 1 copper. Right, resin, resin. Copper. That's zinc. It's all hematite. Yeah, okay. Back to the mine we go. I need 3 aluminium, and there's some resin over here as well somewhere. So we can pick that up as well. Somewhere over here. I don't remember exactly where. Right there, right in front of me. Alright. So scoot our way down here. And another layer down, I believe. No, wait. Not right. Here we are. Alright, there's 3 of that. I believe we'll also need 3 resin. Maybe less, but I only remember seeing 2 resin at base. And then we'll build some rail cars. Get a train going and see what all of this does for us. Don't need that at the moment. Well, we have enough storage. We can, I suppose. Somewhere in here. Oh, I guess not. I guess I've mined this resin out. Alright, let's see if I can find any more on the way home. There's some there. Resin is fairly common, so it's not too hard to find. So we'll get this laterite processed over here. Missed it. There we go. Pick up the copper. Put the organic away somewhere. That looks like it fits. With that. Alright, so rail engine, we'll print one of those. Pick up all of the stuff that we need. While that's printing out, I will hydrate myself. Gotta stay hydrated. It definitely helps when you talk a lot. Okay, so it's an interesting looking vehicle. It is quite large. Start printing that out. Put that up there. And again, I don't know if I need two cars, but I'll build two of them. I'll attach one to begin with, see how that works, and then go from there. Two will probably be enough. If not, then I'll come back and make more. Notice I can attach this. How much do these provide, actually? Oh, wow. Okay, so 3,800, probably close to 4,000 when it was full. So that one wasn't so bad. I assume these are less because that's the one. These are the ones that started with first, and they were already done, or at least that first one is already done. But you know, maybe it was another 4,000. Still, we have a lot of that going in the background while we're doing other things, so that when it comes around to time to actually need the research points for something, we have hopefully already done so. And again, I am trying to be a little conservative on the points, just because, like I said before, a lot of the missions will give you the schematics rather than having to do the research yourself. So, I don't know. It feels like I'm saving the points. Even though, like, I could just log in during one of the days that I'm not streaming and just grab like 18 things to research or something and just get them all done and then have thousands and thousands of research points. I don't necessarily want to do that. But I guess it also depends on like how much stuff I will need to research. If it does come down to it, I will, just for the sake of time. But we'll see. Another thing I forgot to mention is, like, once you have your platforms where you want them, you can actually lock them in place. So I'm currently trying to pick up this platform and it's not working because I've locked it. Uh, if you highlight the base, you can lock it and unlock it, and then you can pick it up and move it around as you please. I like the fact that you can lock it, so you don't accidentally bump it or move it out of place. Once you have it where you want it, that's where it'll stay. So that's pretty handy. I know at some point there was a problem where some items would fall through the world. Like, if they sank down too far, they'd fall through the surface and end up in the caves down below, which was interesting. But whenever that happened, you might as well say goodbye to all your stuff, because it's not that easy to get back. True, it might fall straight down into a cave, 5 feet under the ground, or it might fall all the way to the center of the planet, for all I know. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Or if it does, hopefully it doesn't happen to anything important. Um, okay. Engine, car, and a car. I need a platform, actually, to attach the atmospheric thing to. So maybe another platform B might be good. Can attach things to the side as usual. Need more resin for that though. How's the soil can? The soil can is full. So let's go over here. Take these things out. Get some resin going here. Nope, that back there. And print off 4 more resin. And while that's going on, I'll just go over here and fill up my canister while I'm waiting. Since it's this giant crater that I'm probably never going to fill in or anything like that, I'll just go ahead and grab a bunch of soil from it. Is that full? Not quite. There we go. That way I'll be able to not have to grab soil elsewhere if I need to. Alright, so resin, let's put on here. Guess I can attach. Oh, not there. Has to go over here. Print out a platform. Actually, I'll take these tethers with me as well. I'll probably make good use of them. Alright, so we have a platform, we have the condenser. I believe I took a gas canister. Maybe I didn't. Let's do that, just in case I didn't. I have a few of them. It'll be fine. I have no idea how much argon I'm going to need, and I do have like 10 of it right over here, but might as well get more of it if I can. Wasn't sure if I need it right away. All right, attach that there. Got a lot of stuff going back to the other planet. So platform for the atmospheric condenser. We have several wind turbines and a QTRTG to power it. Should be good to go. How many launches? 11? Alright, so when I come back from the planet this time, I'll definitely want to fuel my spaceship, I think. So, alright. Glacio. And this looks like it's my landing spot right over here. Okay. Back out here we are. The rail engine is what I want first. So this... Maybe I have to unpack it first. Okay, there we are. Completed ingenuity. Oh, maybe I should have read that. We get 2 cars from this. Well, I'll have 4 cars. That's fine. Unpack that. And does it go? Looks like on this side. Can we place them on both sides? No? Oh. No, it seems like the engine has... Well... No. That doesn't seem right. Maybe if I move it a little bit. Okay, there we are. Just needed more room, I guess. Okay, now if I put one of these on here... what is my next quest first? Main station, use data log on logistics depot, Glacio, to update compass. Pylons detected. Do that. Completed that. Get more information. Dr. Stone is very focused. I appreciate that he's dedicated, but prioritizing the cargo over the vessel is incredibly short-sighted. He wants to run my rail lines through terrain I have not adequately field tested. The numbers I've run suggest a 76.94% chance of success. Still, I guess in the spirit of professional compromise, I should let him have his rail line. But I'm not happy about it. Personal log, Conductor Bell. Okay, so it seems like they're at a little bit of odds. He wants to do it one way, she wants to do it safer. But let's see what we do here. Okay. So we get a work light, a drill mod 3. Interesting. Oxygen tank. I don't mind having a drill mod 3. What do I currently have? Just a 1? Yeah, we'll swap that out. Handle all terrain surfaces. Draws 0.7. Whereas this one draws 0.25. Well, I suppose it works. And an oxygen tank. And for the moment, I suppose I can attach another one. Might as well. Oop. Interesting. Alright. What's the next objective then? Connect a rail line to site pylon on Glacio. Didn't I already do that? Well, let me run out here and deconnect it and reconnect it. No, I don't want to. Well, let's back it up, back it up. Can I not change this now that it's here? No, I can. Alright. So if I do that, and then reconnect it. Okay. That will complete the quest. Didn't mean to get ahead of myself on that. Alright. So that will give me a trade platform. See, now this is why I didn't want to get ahead of myself. I had already gotten a trade platform. If I had just done this, I could have gotten one of those for free. Oh well. Now we have a trade platform out here, if need be. Cooler runnings. Transport frozen argon to logistics depot Glacio, 0 of 20. Frozen argon formations deep inside Glacial caverns identified as valuable for processing and shipment. Compass will mark nearby site pylons as a guide. Will it though? It keeps referring to a compass. I don't... Maybe I've made it so I can't see the compass. Action wheel, emote wheel. Turning tool, catalog, backpack. There's not a button for the compass. I don't know. They're making... Oh, stuck. They're making mention of things down here. Maybe if I just go down here, I will see what's needed. Because I think it's talking about... Well, that's an ice chunk. Can be cracked with explosives. I have an explosive on me. Let me grab this thing, or at least see what it is first. Alright. have iron. And we have a glacios shell. Interesting. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to find or get more explosives in order to find all the shells here. But that wasn't what we're looking for. So let me head back up here first. Oh. I think I should probably fill this in a little bit. Stand that back up. Okay. Let me hop in here and see what this does first. So, get a cargo, bring it back, goes like that. Transport freight. Is that a quest that I missed? It is. Okay, so we have two quests. We have one to get cargo, one to get argon formations. Deep in glacial caverns. Compass will mark nearby site pylons as a guide. If only that worked. Well, we can do these containers first, I guess. Let's free them from their frozen places. Do that. Okay, does all that just on its own. And I can grab 2 more cars for this. Oh wait, that's a platform. This is another car. Pack it, attach it. Whoops, missed it. There we go. All right. That should make things a little easier. All right, what's keeping this one in place? Nothing. Interesting. All right, that one doesn't exist, I guess. Or if it does, I can't get it. Okay, so let's grab one of these are the ones that I was using. This one. And there should be junction bundle. So let's head back over here and make a junction. Alright, drop that down. Alright, so if we move this one for the moment, place this. How is this going to work? I suppose for the moment something like that. And we can cycle the connections as we need. Okay. But this can probably go over on this side at this point. We can do that. Now, I can call it to me. Hop in, go forward to here. Path obstructed. Change it. Then from here, we can go somewhere else. Not that I can really see a somewhere else to go at the moment. Okay, but first of all, I'm going to toggle that off, because I don't need it to be digging so quickly at the moment. Let's have a look around. See if I can see another place to go. I don't really see any though. Well, there is another one of those over that way. So I could build... Oh! And that just popped in as well. Or maybe I just didn't see it. So, there's a destination we can work towards. We just have to go through all this shrapnel of terrain. Which should be okay. It did say that it will deform the terrain at like a 78% effectiveness or something like that. So, just grab one of these, move it as far as it will let us. Call the car. And keep going. We're heading that way. So about like that. Now, is that safe? I guess so. And if it works for that, I'll take it. try to line it up. I guess a diagonal is okay. Wonder if you could turn this into a roller coaster. Jump across the chasm. And we'll work our way towards that over there. I have 4 more of these left. Should be enough. That. And then we'll put in another junction. That automatically connected. Excellent. While we're here, grab these. Those two are stuck together for some reason. Load these up. Hop in. I'll head back home. Everything seems to be working fine. Unload some stuff. And before I forget again, let's set this up. Alright, so there's plugs on this side. Are there plugs on the opposite side as well? There are. So I can grab this, bring it over to this side where it's a little bit more flat. Line it up a little bit. Lock it in place. Attach it to there so that all the power is shared. Grab some of these to attach. Like so. And get this condenser up and running. So, none of that. There's argon here. And nothing else. So we can start getting that going. Wonder if this will even run. Okay. It is very slow though. That's fine. Take the train over here. I don't have that to open that thing up. There is some more freight over here to pick up. So kind of grab some of it. Toss it that direction. And this will complete the quest. I'm not sure what this is actually doing otherwise, though. Like, it says it's for salvage, right? And remarkable, it's strange to see this much in one place. It's almost like the project was abandoned by another team. Okay, so it doesn't really say much about it. But maybe it's not actually salvage then. Maybe it's just for the quest? But if that's the case, I don't really know why you'd want these all over the entire planet. And granted, there is the whole thing of you never know where the player's going to go on the planet, so you want it everywhere. But it might have been easier just to have like a couple dozen in, say, the North Pole, so that, and then have the quest make it so that you access it at the North Pole. Because yeah, now it's not even picking up any freight. Alright, so we get 3 scrap for this. Which is fine. We can, we do have a trade platform that we can use it on. Which is probably its intended purpose. But now we have to find Argon formations deep in the caverns. I don't know. I think I've made a bit of progress with this one. We'll come back to it if we find more things to do. But it seems like I may have come to a bit of an end of it. I'm not sure what it's useful for. Like, again, the freight modules just stop being accepted. Let's just try again, though, just to be sure. Yeah. So, like, it does show, like, images of something in here, though. Like, I don't know what these are supposed to be. I've never seen anything like those. Maybe that's what's underground that it's looking for. But this, we wanted to unpack and detach over here because I wanted to grab a bunch of iron and a bunch of titanium. Actually, I'm going to grab a bunch of titanium and then fill the rest up with iron because titanium is what we've been using. I wouldn't mind a couple more of these storage silos, and I just haven't used much iron yet. So at the moment, iron is the one that I want less of, and titanium is what I want more of. Well, there's some iron anyway. Now, where was that cavern? Is it this one? It was. Actually, I'll just flatten this out a bit. Make it a path downward. so I can come in here a little bit easier. And toggle this thing back on. There we go. I'll just point at that. And we'll just mine out some of this titanite. Oh. Well, there goes one piece right there. Suppose I forgot to empty my backpack out of everything else I had in here. So let's go do that. All right, up top again. Drop off the train stuff here. I actually don't need the extra oxygen tank for the moment. And then they'll just attach this stuff up here as we get it. All right, back down for more. I love that you can slide. Just have to be careful about when you get to the end of the slide. Don't pick it up. Don't just point at it. Might be most of what we can reach for the moment. I have to be careful about excavating around my feet, because I could accidentally excavate the rock that I'm standing on and end up down there. And I do like that there are noises attached to pretty much everything that happens. So, depending on what you hear, know what is going on. Like there's a noise when your can fills up of soil. There's a noise whenever you're, of course, gathering stuff. It makes a noise when you get one completely full, things like that. So you a lot of what's going on, you can, as long as you're paying attention to the sounds, you'll know what's happening. All right, that's another 5. So let's go a little bit further down. See what there is to see. That one was attached to my head, so I'm going to do that instead. It looks like there's something off in the distance there. So if I just get some of this out of the way. Might be able to make a path down there a little bit further. know I'm kind of running out of tethers. Looks like I only have 2 left at the moment. There's something shiny right there, which is debris of some sort. Open Astropedia? Okay, that's nothing I really need to know. I kind of already knew that stuff. Alright. What do we have over here? Oh, okay, it's just like a solar panel underground for some reason. Okay, so over this way, looks like there's a research thing. It's one of these. Just pick that up. Again, I'm okay with being away from the tether for a little bit, as long as I keep in mind where it is. Some mushrooms over here. Trying to see if I can find anything that was mentioned to collect with the train, but I'm not really. Oh, there's another kind of beginning of pathway down, but it doesn't go very far. Now that seems a little odd. Just a square chunk. Is that just going to disappear because I dislocated it? Okay, that's just a train thing then. Never mind. If it stuck around, then I'd pay more attention to it. Looks like there might be something over there. So let me bring this out again and just make myself a bridge. Whatever. It works. That's another tunnel down. Okay, it was just a rock formation that I was seeing over there. Nothing to get excited about. Alright. So, heading back to the surface. Taking my research with me. Because apparently these are worth like 4,000 research. So bring this up to the surface. Put it on the ship and probably head back to the home planet. Refuel my spaceship and do some other quests. Maybe do some exploration on the home planet. Just drive around a bit, see what there is to find. Because apparently there's some of these train stations there as well. Oh, right, and fill up with iron stuff to bring back. Don't want to forget that. So yeah, let's go grab a bunch of this iron. Maybe it can be traded for something. I don't know. A lot of it right here. No power. Alright, let's put all this stuff up here. It's okay that I don't have power, just don't drill as quickly. Right, I guess I didn't fill up the backpack. With no power means no light, but that's okay. It ends up being mostly iron that I take back anyway. Alright. Oh, stuck on the train. That there. Medium gas canister, that's right. I was gonna do that. So we only managed just the one thing of argon. In order to put this canister on, I'll have to take off one of the wind turbines. That's okay. Set that there. Turn that to automatically do that. And the next time I come back, there should be... There should be a bunch of stuff ready for me to collect. In the meantime, 15 argon should be enough to get me at least a little bit of what I need. Alright. Back to the home planet. Which is right there. That's a normal landing site, or that's a landing site that I have found. That's where that little rolly ball thing is. And my home base is over here. And it's good to see that this was able to be packed up without any troubles. So bring this over here. Make a mess. Attach it right there. We have some more research that we can do. Looks like we've gone through the rest of it. So yeah, 3,940. Not bad. I have 25,000 bytes, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about what I buy with my research points. And a bunch of iron to put into storage. to see. But it sounds like it's trying to attach somewhere. There's a couple spots over here. And again, I'll tidy this up in between sessions, make it look a little bit better. Let's grab one of these things of dynamite just in case we come across an exo stash of some sort. These three to generate power for things. Because that's another thing I might do is head over to the mysterious object and then try to find the next one from there. I also have a beacon to pick up, I think. Because I had 2 beacons with me. One of them I left at the mysterious object. The other one I left out in the forest somewhere. I think because that's where the exo stash was. So I'll go pick that up and see if I can figure out which direction the next one is. Because I know it's telling me there's a compass, but I don't see it anywhere. Hold on. Let me look at my thing again here. It might be under the action wheel. Let me check something. Look at that. There's a compass. Mission log, research catalog, compass. That might have made things easier. I don't know what that is. Alright, my base is there. I think that purple thing is the mysterious object because it's by one of my beacons. That's my red beacon over there. Oh, guess what? 9 hours into this? Is it 9? Is this 3rd episode? Might be 12 hours into this. I finally figured out how to use the compass. Okay, so this purple dot is probably the next closest one. So I want to head that direction, back past my base and the other way. But first, let me pick up my beacon over here. Yeah, this was... Well, I left it here because there's a bunch of stuff for me to pick up. Well, we're heading back to the base anyway, so... Or at least past the base. Backpack full? Okay. Then let me drop one. Get my beacon. Now I hear noises of something happening. But I'm not exactly sure what that is. Might be things appearing and disappearing on my compass. Man, this would have been handy, like 9 hours ago. I mean, it still is. But, oh well. I know about it now. And maybe there was a little bit of a blurb somewhere that said, hey, this is how you access your compass. But I must have missed it if there was. Okay, so there's a green thing on my map. Let me drop this stuff off and have a look to see what that is. Because that's an exo stash. I'll have been right next to one when I've been roaming all over the place trying to find one. Goes there. This is over this way. So, what is over here? It is, in fact, an exo cache. Okay. So, those are much easier to find than I thought as well. Look how easy things get once you know how to use the tools that you were given. Alright, we're gonna hop back in the car. We're gonna head to this purple little thing over this way. Because I just want to see if this is actually another... It is. There's a pillar of light over there. So the ones with a circle seems like they're ones that I have yet to activate. Perhaps. So let's activate this one. And I guess have a look around, see if there's anything interesting that we can find or make use of or whatever. All right. So we're gonna park like this so that this can not quite reach up there. We'll do that. That can go like that. Can attach one there and there. We can get the right angle. Plug that in. Turn that on. Turn that on. Charge this thing up. There we go. Another one activated. Now, how do we get up here? That's an easy thing to do. Once again, we can just we can actually raise the train like so, then flatten it to a bit of a ramp. It's not quite perfect, but so then if we gaze at this, hold on. Turn off the compass so it's easier to see. You look at this. Can we rotate it? Maybe not. So we've activated these two. We have 5 more to activate. So this is elevation south, equator 3. So this is currently the South Pole. And we have another one of these mysterious things activated. So there's 4 more on the surface and 1 more at the center. So that might be what I focus on next time, is traveling across the planet. Actually, we still have a little bit more time. And there's one over this way. We at least get 1 more of these before I'm done for the night. And then next time, Sunday night, probably. No. Well, maybe, depending on how Minecraft is feeling at the time. Monday, I'll come back on and get some of this completed. Might see what's at the center of the planet, since I have gone a pretty decent distance down anyway. And we'll get some more research done. I might even do some salvaging, depending on what's going on. Let's see. That's a pretty big hole down there. I do need to be careful of where I'm driving because, like, some of this mountainous terrain is a bit cavernous. Like, this looks like a tunnel that has decided to go a bit too far down. And so, like, the first layer of a cave is right down there. So, I'll just go around that. No sense in falling in there and getting stuck or anything like that. Oh, hold on, what is this? Let me get to a safe place to park. Graphite. Okay, so found some graphite if I ever need that. And up ahead is another one of these things. So we just go off-roading through the terrain to get to our destination. Alright, and now that we're here, we'll do the same thing as before. Grab this, place it up here. Maybe rotate it. Maybe move it over. There we go. Oh, we're too close. There we go. And this time we'll turn that one on and that one on. And there's something off in the distance over there. There we go. Get another one finished. Alright, let's head back to base. Which is much easier to do now that I have a compass. Can probably take a more direct route too. Like, not necessarily the same way we approached, since that has a little bit of a difficult terrain around it. See if this way is any better at getting back home. It might be. I can see my beacons off in the distance already. Although we might have to drive through some forest to get home. And just over this way. Alright, and one of the hazards to get home is the one I created myself. By mining out a big hole in the forest. Alright, back home we are. I will tidy up the base a little bit. Maybe clear out some of these things as they're needed. Maybe do some research on them to get them cleared out. I'll probably do a bit more of this since there's only 23 days left. Granted, 23 days out of 30, but also I need 888,000 points, and as the biggest item only provides 8,888. That means I need 100 of those in order to complete this. And that's going to take a while, I think. But we'll see. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the session tonight. Sorry it wasn't Minecraft. Like I said, I did break it. Having a little bit of mod compatibility problems. Hopefully we can get it cleared up, or at least get it to the point where it doesn't happen again. But anyway, I'm calling that here for the night. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.